give some good news about a man being freed after 47 years in prison, because I like to bring you these good stories, not just because we need some upbeat stories, but also because it shows how activism can have an impact, how the organizations that are not part of our ruling, disgusting, oligarchic shit show can make a difference. And, there's a lot of form of activism. It's not just people in the streets. It's also there's media activism. There's law activism, like Stephen Donziger was involved in. There's so many different kinds. And yes, there's also electoral activism. By the way, next week, I'm going to be speaking with Claudia de la Cruz, who is the presidential candidate for PSL, the Party of Socialism and Liberation. She's running for president, and I will be speaking to her and her vice president on this live stream next week. So don't miss that. That'll be our second presidential contender we will be having on the show. I've probably talked to 7 or 9 presidential candidates at some point or another, but I'm talking about recently on the show, running this time around. I wonder how many it is. Let's see. Jill Stein. Let's see. Eugene Puryear was vice presidential, wasn't he? Jill Stein, Cornel West, Kucinich ran for president. Talked to him. I know there's some others, but can't remember them. Claudia de la Cruz. Oh, did I talk to a libertarian once? Anyway, here's the story. A hit in a DNA database proves Leonard Mack's innocence after 47 years of wrongful conviction. Leonard Mack was exonerated today, nearly 5 decades after he was wrongfully convicted of rape and 2 counts of criminal possession of a weapon in March 1976. It's also insane. I mean, listen, I am very, very, very opposed to rape. But even if he was guilty of it, fucking 47 years in prison? That's insanity. In 1976, new DNA testing of the crime scene evidence found in a post-conviction investigation by the Innocence Project and the Westchester County District Attorney's Conviction Review Unit proved Mr. Mack did not commit the crime. Mr. Mack's wrongful conviction is the longest ever to be overturned based on new DNA evidence known to the Innocence Project. The DNA profile developed from the evidence was uploaded to the state and local DNA database and yielded a hit. The actual assailant, identified by this search, has since confessed to the crime. But there you go. This is a happy story in terms of a man getting out of prison after 47 years, even though he was innocent. And of course, it's a story to remind us of how disgusting, revolting, and vomitous our prison industrial complexes. People get railroaded. The police just want to prove they got someone, so they just run out and grab a black man who might be nearby, and they say, "We found the guy." And sometimes there's also a witness who gets it wrong, either accidentally or intentionally, but whatever. And then they lock them up for years and years and years and years with essentially zero evidence. And, the Innocence Project does wonderful work and should definitely be supported. I've donated to them many times in the past.